Hi, I am going to be demonstrating some rolling on a roller. I'm using the trigger point grid, although you could use a foam roller for this if that's what you have, although I highly recommend the trigger point grid. The rolling is going to be focused on the glutes and the piriformis. From a couple of different angles, but to get started, focusing on one side at a time, going to sit with my glutes and the piriformis, which you'll feel it when you get on top of it. It tends to have its own kind of tenderness. And before we start rolling, just gently moving around to kind of feel where those tight spots are, sort of navigate around where some of the tight spots are. I tend to have a booty knot that should have its own zip code right where my piriformis is. So then once we've just kind of gotten an idea of what's going on there, we're going to slowly roll over that glute and piriformis area. So as you can see, I'm leaning a little bit, so I'm not rolling on my tailbone. So taking it nice and slow right here. I don't know if you can see that little catch when I roll over it, but that would be a pretty knotted up area. So we can spend a little bit of time right here rolling on just this specific area. You can incorporate some breathing, inhaling as you roll one way, exhaling as you roll the other way. So once I've spent a little time in one spot, I can shift around a little bit, so I can even roll a little more to the outside of that area. Find some tender spots there, although you want to be careful with this, as you can kind of pull on the opposite side of the body. You can also increase the range of the roll, coming up a little higher towards the lower back and going a little bit closer towards the hamstring area. Once you've rolled for a bit, and you can even come up with an exact number, let's say 8 to 15 times rolling. Then you're going to find those tender spots again. We're going to spend a little bit of time right on there. So I have found a really nice tender spot right here, and I'm going to sort of get right to the center of the most tender part of that particular spot. And then just small movements. You can even find a circular motion, so that we can kind of come at one of those tender spots from a lot of different angles. So have fun rolling. Be sure and do both sides, although depending on what's going on both sides of your body, you may find you want to spend extra time on your more tender side.